What if I told you the key to a long and healthy life isn't about punishing yourself at the gym? What if it's something way simpler? Something you can weave into your day without even breaking a sweat? Well, today we're diving into a really profound secret from the world's longest living people, and it's going to change how you think about exercise forever.
Just let that sink in for a second. This one idea from the world's longevity hotspots is a total game changer. It's telling us that the real secret isn't intensity, it's consistency. It's not about scheduled exercise, it's about constant movement. And this is exactly how the centenarians in Okinawa, Japan live every single day.
So here's our game plan for this explainer. First, we're going to bust the myth that you need to be an athlete to live a long life. Then we'll get into the powerful idea of moving more, not harder. After that, I'll give you a whole toolbox of gentle movements from the East. Then we'll uncover the real secret that ties it all together, your breath. And finally, we'll figure out how to put all this knowledge into action. All right, first up, let's tackle this longevity myth head on. You know, we're always told that peak fitness is the key. But if you go to a place like Okinawa, Japan, they literally call it the village of longevity. You won't see anyone pumping iron. Their secret is something else entirely.
Their lives are just in constant motion, but in a really low-key way. They're out in their gardens, they're walking over to a friend's house, they're even doing karaoke, which, involves standing and swaying. The people there, even folks over 90, are unbelievably active, but they don't work out. Movement is just a natural part of their day.
And that leaves us perfectly to our next big idea. It's all about moving more, not harder. The real enemy of a long, healthy life isn't that you're skipping the gym. It's the fact that our modern lives are basically a trap designed to keep us sitting down.
Look at these two approaches side by side. On one hand, you've got the modern idea of fitness, intense, short bursts of exercise to torch calories. But on the other hand, you have the longevity secret, gentle, constant movement. The goal isn't to burn off a donut, it's simply to not be still.
And here's why that consistency is so important. This statistic is just wild. After only 30 minutes of sitting, your metabolism tanks by 90%. 90. But the fix is almost ridiculously simple. You just have to get up. Seriously, 5 minutes of standing or walking around is all it takes to kick everything back into gear. Okay, so you're probably thinking, this all sounds great, but how do I actually do this when I'm stuck at a desk all day? Well, this is where we can borrow some incredible wisdom from the East. Think of these next few things as tools for your toolbox. You can just pick the one that feels right for you. Let's start with something called Radio Taiso. It's a classic morning ritual in Japan. These are simple warm-ups that used to be broadcast on the radio, and they're often done in groups, which is great for building community. In fact, pretty much every centenarian the authors met in Ogimi kicks off their day with it. One of the most famous moves is just this simple. You raise your arms up, and then you bring them down. It sounds almost too easy, right? But think about it. When was the last time you raised your hands high above your head during a normal day? We're always hunched over screens. This simple move takes your body through its full range of motion. It's the perfect, gentle way to start the day. And hey, there are other incredible traditions out there too. You could explore yoga from India, which is all about connecting the body and mind, or Tai Chi from China with its beautiful, slow, fluid movements. And then there's Qigong, which uses breath and gentle exercises to work with your life force, or Qi. Each one is a different path to the same goal, mindful movement. Okay, but here's where it gets really powerful. These practices, they're not just about moving your body. Their real magic comes from something deeper, the conscious connection you make between your body and your breath. That is what turns a simple activity into something that truly rejuvenates you. To give you an idea, check out this ancient practice called the 6 healing sounds. The core idea is simple. You coordinate specific sounds with your exhale to bring a sense of calm and awareness to your body. Whether it's a soft shh sound or a gentle her, you're actively and mindfully using your breath. It's a fascinating way to tune into your own well-being. So, here's the bottom line. When you combine gentle movement with an awareness of your breath, something amazing happens. Your mind stops racing with all those daily worries. You bring your consciousness right back into your body. And suddenly, a simple movement becomes a kind of moving meditation, a source of real energy and vitality. All right, we've talked about the myth, the main principle, the tools, and the secret ingredient. But now comes the most important part, turning this from just an idea into something you actually do. This is where you come in. Let's make this real for your life.
So I really want you to think about this. It doesn't have to be some huge life change. Maybe it's doing that simple radio Taiso arm stretch when you get out of bed, or taking a 5-minute walk after lunch. What is one small, super achievable thing you can start doing today?
And now for the big one, the thing that gets most of us, the workday. How can you break up those long hours of sitting? Could you start taking your phone calls standing up? Or maybe set a timer on your phone to remind you to get up and stretch every half hour. Be creative here.
Seriously, think about your answers to those questions and drop them in the comments below. Your idea might be the exact thing someone else needs to hear. Because at the end of the day, the secret to a long, vibrant life isn't some big, complicated solution. It's found in the thousands of small, gentle movements we choose to make every single day.
And hey, if you found this explainer valuable, please do us a favor and like it and subscribe to Mish Minds. It really helps us keep exploring these incredible ideas. Thanks so much for joining us.